Hi, Tony back with you. I'm in my workshop again today and I want to show you today some iLight leading and trailing edge dimmer modules. Okay, so very quickly, this has just been assembled and excuse the mess all around. I need to tidy up. It just needs to be neatened up a bit and it's going out of the door. So it's a unit, a consumer's unit with two iLight leading trailing edge dimmer modules in, and the code on these are iLight SCMA 0402 by Cooper Lighting Solutions. Now the reason for this installation is to replace the old halogen lights on a upmarket property, and what we'll be doing is just sliding this board in place of some of these old, I have one up on the shelf here, show you some of the old metal leading edge dimmers that were good for halogens but no good whatsoever for LEDs, because they're just a basic triac without double dimming, without minimum loads and those types of features we need now to dim LEDs. So I've just hooked this up on a little plug and plugged it in. I'm just going to give you a quick example. We have here on the left a double pole isolator. This is the new regulations here where we are, and you have to isolate both the phase and neutral. Now up above here are two RCBOs which are just 6 amps each, and I can just show you an example now. If I just switch that one off, that flicks off our lights. Now off. Now flick the other one off, and that's the lower unit here where I don't have anything plugged into the terminals at the moment. So for now I just hooked up some two little example lights here. One is just a GU10 and I'll point it away because it's very bright for exposure, and another one is a bit more of an expensive, sophisticated, it was a plaster end light. It was pulled out for some reason. Comes with its own LED driver, which really does help to smooth out. In actual fact, these will probably even work on the old leading edge dimmers because they're so good at doing their job, the drivers. But when you've just got the technology inside the neck of the GU10 lamp itself, the dimming electronics and the drop down capacitors and whatever else is inside there, I'll have to break open one of them and examine it one day, but there's not enough room to do the type of job that this specialist Osram unit can do. And this one happens to be a 350 milliamp constant current driver driving I think a 12 watt LED fitting. So just a quick example here. Now if I turn that off, you can see that light dim there. Now by holding my finger on the button, it should dim right down, and what we're looking for is no flicker at all, and that's quite a low level. Now it might look quite bright to the camera, but it's a very low level. If I press the button again, it'll go up, press it again, it'll go down, and you can see I can get it right down to a glow there nearly, and that's about as low as that particular lamp will go there. That's very low to my eye anyway. This is a bit more sophisticated, this lamp here, and I'll do that again now. Hold the button, hopefully we should have it come down for us, and you can see now this is a dim to warm. They're both actually dim to warm lights. So as you reduce the amount of current flowing through the circuitry, the LEDs introduce some yellow pigment which give a nice warm glow. It's kind of just to replicate the old halogen, how that used to work. With the old halogen lamps, we did used to have them bright, very, very bright when they were up full, and as you turned it down, it no longer was able to burn the halogen gas, didn't have enough current, and you'd get a yellow effect. It was important not to leave them for too long in the yellow effect, because they could they didn't clean themselves as well chemically. But anyway, those days are behind us, and now we're making LED lights to replicate the old halogen lights. So here we are. That's the board there. I'm just going to disconnect those two loads. Now I'm happy with them. There's no flicker whatsoever. I'll put the lid on and I'll get it ready to go out the door. Okay, and the final shot there is with the lid on, and the product is ready to go to the client's house. Just open the lid there. It's all complete bar the labels. The labelling is the very last thing you do. So it will basically say main switch, it will describe the RCBOs and the circuits, lighting circuits for each corresponding circuit. And that's the complete job there, ready to be installed.